Just telling people to stop sitting is bad advice, okay? Good clinicians need to be able to tell their patients what they can do in and around all of that sitting to get them a good outcome and reduce their pain. Because the reality is that sitting is just a part of daily life now, isn't it, okay? We have to sit for work, we have to sit in the car, we want to sit down and eat with our family, we want to sit and watch a bit of TV in the evening. It's just unreasonable to tell people to bloody walk around all the time. So you need good solutions which you can do that are fast and effective and can help reduce your pain and improve your function in and around the sitting that is just required for normal daily life now. So I'm an osteopath. I help a lot of people with back pain, neck pain, different things which are often associated with sitting. So it's a question that I hear a lot is, should I sit less? And of course, we're never going to say to people, no, sit more. Like obviously, we want to try and be moving around a bit, but we want to reverse engineer it a little bit today. So instead of just looking at that component, which is pretty obvious, you don't need to pay someone like me to tell you to sit less. Everyone knows that. We need to be looking at other things like what can we do to be effective in the meantime. So I'm going to give you a couple of bits of tips and tricks, but then a couple of actual exercises which you can do nice and quickly and impactfully to get that back or shoulders or whatever it is moving and reduce your pain. So first of all, I want to think of the concept of sitting time versus how long you're sitting for without a break, because they are two slightly different things. So just to say to people that they should get up is like, if you were to have half an hour that you could walk in a 3-hour period, would we rather you sit for 3 hours and walk for half an hour? Or would we rather you sit for an hour, walk for 10 minutes, sit for an hour, walk for 10 minutes, sit for an hour, walk for 10 minutes? The answer is the second one, okay? The amount of time that you're sitting for without a break is very often associated with how much pain you end up in. So a good starting point for something like this is just to say, have I got the ability just to be able to break up sitting with a little bit of a walk or with one of the exercises, which I'm going to show you in a minute. That's one way that you can just start to look at this. Another way to look at it then is, what condition are you going into this sitting situation in, okay? If you go into a sitting situation with already really tight muscles and a stiff back, then yeah, no shit. You are going to feel worse and the sitting is going to be more uncomfortable and you're going to struggle to recover from that period of sitting. It's going to be harder for you than someone who goes in there already quite supple, the joints are moving nicely, the muscles are relaxed. It's a completely different situation. So starting to think about how you go in to a full day, a long day at work, or a long flight or a long drive, whatever it is a really important feature. So trying to stay on top of muscle tension, whether it's with some soft tissue work, or whether it's with regular stretching, or trying to stay on top of joint stiffness. So actually getting up and doing some moving exercises first thing in the morning just to get a bit of blood going. They are all really, really helpful things that you can do so that when you go and sit, you're less likely to seize up really quickly. In terms of then when you actually get up, so you have a moment to get out that chair, or you've pulled over in the car, or you've got up out of the seat on the flight and you're that weird guy that's doing the exercises by the bathroom door, whatever it is, you want to be fast and effective and try and get your body moving in all the ranges of motion, nice and frequently with fairly low strain on the body, so nice and dynamic. So let's go through a couple of those now. So guys, I don't tend to invent the wheel here, okay? I like a good thoracic rotation. Some toe touches. Or as close to your toes as you can get, it doesn't matter. What I call a lumbar rotation. And if your balance is okay, then you can start to engage the hips as well. You could do a knee forwards and then back. Which starts to get a bit of extension actually through the back and some movement through the hip. So there we have it. Nice and simple. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. You just have to get the body moving in all the ranges of motion possible, nice and quickly and safely. If you were to do that, and I know it seems like a lot, but the way I look at it is, if you're really stiff and tight at the moment, having a high frequency of these exercises to try and get your condition better is when you want to be doing it a bit more. And then once it's in a better state, then maybe you just need to do this a couple of times a day. But initially, I think it's good to have a high frequency of these movement exercises. So doing them every couple of hours, really getting the body moving, will absolutely help you and you'll see a benefit. You know where we are? We're in Banstead in Surrey. We help a lot of people with back pain. As I mentioned earlier, I'm an osteopath. So if you are someone who's looking for just that little bit of extra support, hands-on treatment can be really good to get your pain down. Then we can introduce exercises to start to build up the strength and mobility afterwards. And that's how we get the best results with people. So if you're someone in our kind of area, Banstead, Surrey, South London, and you want a little bit of extra support with this, there's always a little comment or link below. Come onto our website, have a look at what we're doing. And if you're interested, we always offer a free visit for anyone who wants to come in and have a chat.